Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Omega, and I am here joined by Mr. The Man, Zenor. And welcome back to episode 3 of the Keyframes podcast.
Oh my
As
god.
you can,
It's the third one. That's crazy.
third one.
That's...
You know what's funny about
What?
that though? I look at how it took us a month to get to episode 3.
Yes. That's,
So-
the magic of production. It took God 7 days to make
Yeah.
the Earth and crap. So, us a month,
Did
us
it?
mere mortals. Yeah, actually, it does seem a bit weird. Surely God could do it, immediately. But, 7
Yeah.
days. It's not bad for, a universe, And we're making something
yeah.
better. And that's,
Yeah,
that's a
fuck
month.
you, God.
The entire month. Yeah.
Yeah, as you can tell, guys, we're not joined by Toasty Vanilla. I think it's a good chance that we talk about what's going on with him.
Yeah, I mean,
So
immediately I noticed that the air seems to be lighter, there's a more joyous attitude, and I
Yeah.
feel like I just shed, 150,000
Less politics.
pounds. So, it's really some dead weight has been shed off here. Yeah, less politics. He's been over.
thank God.
Yeah.
That whole Joe Biden thing was not a fun segment for me.
Yeah. Okay, well,
Yeah, so sadly we won't be having Toasty Vanilla on the podcast anymore.
he's dead
It's just
in Iraq.
Yeah,
He's out of
he's gonna be in Iraq.
LP.
Yeah, so we're not gonna see him for a while.
Mhm.
He might come back as a guest,
Yeah.
but
It-
as far as we know, we won't see him for like 3 years.
If he does come back
Yeah.
permanently, what I think would be fun is if we always just refer to him
We
as
shot
a
him
guest,
in the fucking
regardless. I mean, he's
Made
not
it
going to come
crippled.
back, but if he did, always guest, perma guest, just a rank beneath us on the sort of on
Yeah.
the ladder. I think that would be
The fucking tier
that'd
list.
be good. Yeah, it's a sign of
So-
show him his place.
So yeah, sadly we won't see him for a while.
Yep.
But yeah, it was a good run. 2 episodes. God, he did it. He did it. 2 episodes.
Yeah.
It's better than 0.
I mean, yeah, it's better than 0 by 2. So, I mean, it's not much better than
Yeah.
0. If he were to round it, it would probably be 0.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, so we're here now. We're still the same Keyframes podcast. Might change the name later,
Maybe.
but who knows?
Okay. First off, you have
Yeah.
a thing, some sort of thing to share.
Yeah, I want to share something.
Yes.
It's a good starter for us to come in.
Mm-hmm.
So, it was on Twitter today, looking stuff, and I see a friend of mine retweet this, and so yeah, people who emulate games should be fined or sent to jail for theft. Emulation is illegal and it hurts the industry. All right, so
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna say it. I think everybody agrees with it because it got outratioed by like 30 different fucking retweets of it.
Holy shit.
It was bad fucking take.
Yeah, it's dumb. I can't believe SpongeBob would hold such an opinion of all
Yeah.
people. But
What the fuck, SpongeBob?
it's a bit bizarre because it's such a common thing that everyone does. I say everyone. I guess old people don't. They don't have video games. But the fact that on
My dad
that sign
emulates.
thing it says "sent to jail," you could be sent to prison. You're like 12-year-old kid who plays like bootleg Fortnite, emulated. Could
fucking
be
Pokemon
sent to
My
prison
Ass Edition.
for the rest of his life. I mean, not for that long, but
What are you in here for? I emulated Pokemon My Ass Edition.
yeah,
I
that's
don't
it's dumb. It must be said.
I don't know, man. Some people do like. It's funny because like Twitter, everybody talks, everybody has an opinion, but man,
Mm.
I think after this one, I'm like, some people have some dumb opinions.
Well,
like, dumb
I'm sort of
ones.
surprised you had to wait until after this one to find out that people on Twitter have dumb opinions. That's
Oh yeah, no. The whole cancellation of people,
Yeah.
doxing, fucking murder,
It's a bad
maps. Yeah,
Definitely.
it didn't matter until this came out, right?
This is the thing that matters. Gamers, we need to unite and we need to fight off these evils. It is a bit bizarre, isn't it? This, because how much you said it received a lot more positive reception than some sort of negative reception thing.
No,
But
no, the tweet itself got a lot of negative
oh,
reception.
okay, okay.
Tweets bashing the fuck out of it
Mm,
got more positive
reception.
reception than the tweet itself.
Yes.
And
Okay.
I went through this dude's Twitter
Mm,
for a quick sec. I want to see what he. It was the same. It's like the same dude who who's like trashing on artists earlier.
oh, all right.
Pull up the tweet editor. Where this dude came in and says, "Oh yeah, digital art is ass. You know, you guys need to become like fucking Van Gogh or
Painters.
something like that."
Become painters and sculptors. Those are the only
Yeah,
things. I see.
yeah, pretty much.
Trying to think of some sort of joke where I combine Amish and artist, but I can't think of anything. It doesn't just sound like weird slurring of words.
Yeah, it's really weird because like half of the people nowadays are like for some reason want to be fucking Amish because they just go in like, oh, fucking technology bad,
Well,
you
I
know,
guess
and
people don't really like change as a whole, and I guess there has been more technological advancement now than there ever has been, and that's going to be true of the future as well. So I think
I
it
mean,
makes some amount of sense that there would be some generally old people though. That's what I'm thinking of, where it's like
no, these are
phones.
no the fucking tweet I was talking about saying the whole Van Gogh thing.
Hmm.
That was a dude in his 20s,
Oh, I mean that.
20s, 30s,
Yeah,
bro.
I don't know. I don't know what that one. I guess yeah, it's a bit strange. But I guess at the same time though, everyone now has a platform to speak, even if it's really bizarre shit. I do find it funny though that he thinks that he can, I'm not sure why he doesn't say that you should like just write actual written letters to people to communicate, because why not? That sort of, it's the same
Yeah,
sort of thing where it's technology makes something easier, so you may as well just use the technology. He's using Twitter as opposed to just shouting in the street corner. And people like to use tech for art rather than buying a bunch of paint and crap like that.
fucking art supplies.
Yeah.
I mean, like this digital tablet I have,
Mm.
I I bought it for like more like $45, you know,
Alright.
and that's probably gonna save me like thousands of dollars because I remember high school. I was in an art class,
Mm-hmm.
and they get funded by the school,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
but because of how much art supplies cost, they would need to and go to individual people, not individual people, but like go get grants, right?
Yeah.
So they would have to get paid by the school, and they also would have to go get grants for like $15,000,
Damn, I didn't even
and that
think about
would
it school
barely
wise.
cover a year.
Because the thing with like most like non-tech art supplies, they're not like renewable. I guess you can't use it forever. Not
Yeah,
renewable. That's not the word I'm thinking of. But if you get like some sort of drawing tablet thing, put it in a school, like anyone can use that, and you can use that forever.
yeah,
And that's especially good for schools because a lot of people are going through and using this stuff. And if it's paint, then you have to buy new paint every fucking I don't know how long,
like
like week or
I
month.
remember
Yeah.
my art teacher,
Hmm.
like not digital art, but my like normal art teacher. He would have to like pocket some of the paint, like out of pocket buy paint because like
Mm.
we would run out, you know,
Yeah.
like he has a class every like every day, like 5 classes, right?
Yeah.
Because we're not the only ones, right?
It's
And
true.
that's like
It's a lot of
150
people using
students.
a lot of resources where tech
Yeah,
could save you a shit ton. I mean, it'll be like more expensive at first, obviously, but the rate at which you'll save money after that will be well worth it. It's pretty
yeah.
interesting.
I mean, it's
Mm.
crazy. Some people.
Though I mean,
I guess the dude doesn't really know how much money people are saving, but like
yeah.
I'm just
At the
saying,
same time, though,
I'd rather.
for like schools and stuff, you probably should have like some sort of painting class sort of segment thing. Because I feel like that's still definitely like a different sort of skill overall. I mean, it's in the same sort of wheelhouse of art, but it's
Oh,
just
you're
slightly
saying like it
different.
should be like a like a permanent thing like math and fucking English.
Nah, like I feel like um, maybe I'm trying to think of how this should work. Because potentially, I notice a lot of stuff in the art sort of sector thing. It's all just basic art class until you reach, I don't know, like college. Then you can
College.
split and do a bunch
Yeah.
of different stuff.
Yeah.
So I think that would be a good way of doing it. Like still, but just have it more techy up until college. But at the same time, you know,
I mean, they're starting to do digital art stuff. Because
mm,
mind you, I was in high school like about
500 years
pretty much
ago.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
2 years ago, I was
Okay.
a senior,
Mm,
right? So I got into my art class when I was in my sophomore year. So that was like 5 years ago. 5 years ago, they were already starting to do digital art stuff.
yeah.
So my art class would be, and I took this as a capstone course.
Mm,
So I have 3 classes, but they split up, fine arts, and then they had technology art. Pretty much
yeah.
would be like
That's
music,
a good system.
movies,
Because
digital art,
if you split it into
animations.
these sort of different categories, you can sort of preemptively choose your branch that you want to go into if you want to do art stuff later on.
Oh yeah,
So I think that
oh yeah.
that works, especially there. You can't do the same thing with like math because, I mean, well, you can do it with science, I guess, not with math, because it's not like I choose the trigonometry path. Now I can only do trig related
You know
stuff.
what's funny about that?
What?
They actually did split up math for
What?
me.
Okay.
Yeah,
How's that
they had
system
like
work?
they had trig,
Hmm.
then they had calculus, then they had pre-calc,
Yeah.
and then they had God, I forgot, it was like integrated
Yeah,
math.
well,
So it was just basic math.
mhm.
So then there was calc, then there was
Well,
trigonometry.
I mean,
So somehow they split all of
my
those.
school has something like similar to that. Well, it has it like name based, but at the same time, from what I can tell, it's still just a sort of more linear path where it's like, oh, after you do trigonometry, you do like calculus or vice versa, whichever it was.
What is this, like a fucking perk system? You want me to
Yeah, it's like a
you want
skill
to have
tree.
multiple fucking paths in the trigonometry tree?
It's like
Like
it's a video game. That's what it is.
it's like fucking Skyrim or something like
Yeah.
that. You get like 20% more damage if you do a fucking attack on someone.
Trig attack. What would that even be? Just
Fucking I don't know, man. Last time I took trigonometry was like a year and a half ago.
honestly, I don't even remember what the difference is between these various things. I mean, calculus has calcia in it. I assume just big
It's calculator.
numbers. Yeah, calculator stuff. For trigonometry, what does trig mean? What's that like root word come from?
Triangle.
It's gun.
But
It's gun
a
math. That's what
fucking
trigonometry is.
gun man. Fucking trigger. Oh my god.
That's what it is.
Imagine fucking having to shoot a gun at one of
Mhm.
your fucking classmates to find out the fucking trajectory of the bullet,
It's,
the fucking speed.
that's like you're describing some sort of dystopian future where school shootings are part of the class agenda. It's what you have. That's your
Oh
final.
no, it already is. What you mean? What you mean?
Uh,
I remember back in 2018,
mhm.
I was getting like half of my classes would have to cover like what happens in a school shooting. Dead ass.
Yeah.
I'd have to like.
I mean, I guess that is. Well, actually, I don't think I had that. I mean, I just have. There were things that were like on the wall that said, "In case of a school shooting, duck and cover," or whatever they said.
No, we had like literal days when was it 2018 or was it 2019 when the spree of like shootings happened?
It's every year that happens, honestly. But
No, there was a particular year where it happened like every single fucking
I
week.
see. I'm not sure. I'm gonna guess 2018.
I
Random guess.
I think yeah, 2018 or 2017.
2017.
It's like early of it.
Yeah.
And I had to fucking have like talks with my teachers. Actually, this was
There's a whole day out of it, though. Like,
Yeah, it was
okay.
my actual junior year, so it was 2018, and my like half my teachers would have to we would have to do fucking drills for it like every single fucking day, you know?
Every
And like
day.
I deadass remember that the schools like fucking got like guard fucking dogs too.
Holy shit.
Just got bad. It got bad.
That is
So
madness. Do you think? Because that doesn't seem like it would just be a thing that a normal school would just sort of do. My guess is there was some sort of like weird student who started writing weird
oh
Twitter things, and then
no. I know
spread
why. It's cuz
violence.
my school like was people thought it was like the high part of high schools, right? Like one of the better ones, right?
Yeah.
Because the one that I was initially gonna go to, I deadass had to go to summer school to it one time, right?
All right.
Because I failed at math.
All right.
As I was getting picked up in front of the school, right next to a police car, and someone just did a drug deal. Like they
I like
deadass
that it's
would,
in front of the
some dude
police car
gave
as well.
a fucking weed dealer like $20. The dude came out with a big ass bag of weed. It scooped a little bit, made it into a blunt, gave it to him, and
Uh,
gave the rest to him, and then they just went off. Like they just went down the street smoking a blunt.
wow.
And in my school,
Hmm.
my high school, it didn't. That would have never happened, right?
Yeah.
But what did happen was first thing, a big nicotine outbreak.
All right.
A lot of people were doing jewels.
Yeah. That was a bit of
I'm
an
pretty
epidemic.
sure that I remember there was a couple times I knew some students have had a gun or something like that.
Okay.
Uh,
So that's
so
probably was it like several times per year? You had like students with
no, just several
several
times in the four
times
years.
overall.
So it
Okay,
was
because
like
I only
maybe like
had one guy accidentally bring a gun to school, and that was like a big funny thing for a while. But that was the one time out of the 4 years I was there. So it's happening several times in your area. Then I don't know.
I mean, I remember one time I had a friend of mine just get assaulted.
Oh wow.
Like just dead ass. Yeah.
That was
And
like nearby the school, in the school, or just in
no, we
general.
were getting picked up by the bus and it happened behind one of the fucking class like bungalow classrooms.
Yeah,
And I had to go and testify
that is
to a fucking school council.
what the fuck. Why? Do you know like the any sort of reason? Was it just a
I don't
crazy
remember. I
guy?
think they were fucking drunk. I think they were drunk
Mm,
and one of my other friends was getting some I think it might have been because he was doing like a Xanax deal or something.
I see.
And
I feel like,
one of my other friends stepped in and was like, "Hey, what's going on?" And then they beat the fuck out of him.
fam. I mean, that
And
is not a way to get out scot free. It's the most caveman
yeah.
thing to do. Of we're caught. Let's beat this man. He won't tell anyone if we beat him. That doesn't make any sense. You're just making your crime
They were
worse.
though they were shady as fuck though.
Mm,
Like I still can't really remember it well, but
yeah.
I know for a while that cuz I have my Instagram on private,
Yeah.
my Facebook. I remember they trying to get a hold of that for like a fat minute. I'm like, "What the fuck?"
Uh,
So,
just to see
yeah,
if they could breed.
that's how
Okay.
I made enemies. I just like it's funny cuz like I was half asleep that day
Mm.
when I went to go testify. And so, fucking principal takes me. Mind you, my principal, chill as fuck.
All right.
One of, like literally homie of mine.
Nice.
We were talking in the car, and I was like, "Yeah, I don't feel good about this." And he's like, "Yeah, but you were kind of there, so
Yeah.
you gotta do it. And if you do this for me, you know,
And I'll do something for
it'd be
you.
great."
And then he pulls out his big wallet and starts throwing money at you.
He gave me a ride home.
That is pretty
I remember he gave me a
good,
ride
actually,
home.
because yeah, you did mention you were in a car. That is actually quite bizarre. So you had to like testify, right? And like actual
Yeah.
court?
No, it was like a okay. So you know how like schools are in districts, right?
Yeah.
And that district has a building,
Hmm.
and
Called the
we had to go to
testification building.
the district building,
Testicle
and I
building.
had to testify
Yeah.
with I think one of their superintendents or something.
It's actually the name of. Okay, yeah.
The families of the individual, not the family, but the families of the accused people,
Okay, yeah.
and like I'm gonna be real, I'm not really good with giving details that well, but what
Mm.
I had to remember they were wearing green that day.
Okay.
That was like a big thing because I remember
They're
one of them
leprechauns.
covered their face with a green bandana
Oh.
while he was being the fuck out of my friend, and I had remembered his face sort of,
All right.
and I said, "Yeah, that's him." I remember, yeah, I remember his eyes at the very least, you know,
They stared deep into your
and
soul. You can never forget those eyes.
yeah,
Mm.
um, it's funny because the parents were pissed at me. They were in like pissed
I
because I
mean,
was in like
yeah, in like parents' eyes, their child is always gonna be the like perfect angel almost, even if they're fucking
yeah,
rats supreme. They're really bad.
yeah.
So I guess it was probably the same
Uh,
for them.
Yeah, but you know, it's funny because after that though, like I went home and yeah, they just tried to get a hold of my Instagram
Yeah.
and I was not very well liked a bit after that situation.
Mm.
I mean, you, I think that situation led to a fucking race war in my fucking school. It's
Your school
because
is in some sort of dystopian future. That's what I'm hearing. There's like
no,
guard dogs
because
everywhere. There's school shooting training every 2 seconds.
okay.
Hmm.
All right. So that event,
Yeah.
cause for a long time, right? They say it's a white school, but it was mostly Mexicans and black people,
Yeah.
you know, African Americans, and you know, it's weird, cause that school there's a lot of race tension,
Mm.
right?
All right.
Um, when it for the most part. You know, you stick with your own kind of people. It's kind of weird. The way I'm explaining it, it's like it sounds like we're in a fucking prison. You
I
know?
mean, that is essentially what I'm hearing. But at the same time, I've had like similar things in my sort of like high school area, where quite generally, I don't know, it's like a common thing for like groups is you are sort of attracted to people who look about the same to you, and that seems to
Yeah,
just sort of happen through nature. Um, so
yeah.
it's
And
not unheard of.
I mean, my group of friends
Hmm.
consisted of couple Mexicans and Filipinos, and that's really it.
I see.
Um,
You're part of the
but
problem. That's right. You
no,
started this. Hmm.
yeah, somehow me testifying kind of led to that, but. So there's a lot of race tension, and that situation when he got beat up, bunch of homies started texting.
Mm.
Then everybody in the school knew because the next day, like everybody like got like talking,
Alright.
and then people found out that I was testifying, and some people told me not to fucking go. Like a lot of my friends were telling me not to go.
I mean,
Because they told me I was gonna get beat the
it's like
fuck up.
the mob, the high school mob
Yeah,
is what you're describing. If you testify, they're gonna
yeah,
break your
pretty
legs.
much. They're gonna break my legs, and I still did it because
Yeah, I mean, honestly,
I owed my friend a favor,
I
right?
definitely.
And you know, he was still in the hospital, and I felt like if I did this for him,
Yeah, I mean,
you
you
know,
can definitely take the moral high ground in this scenario because you did everything right, and your friend did everything right. It's just
yeah,
these guys who were, I guess, literally threatening you.
mm,
I don't know. Just I'm not sure how you can defend someone for getting caught in a drug deal, then beating some other guy like half to death, and then say, nah, nah, nah. He's a good guy, though. If you testify against him, I will beat you to death. But what on
Yeah,
earth? What sort of
yeah,
strange
and
mindset?
so I wasn't bothered. Okay,
Yeah.
I wasn't bothered because I knew how to defend myself,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like if I
Sheaths your
if
katana.
people
Yeah.
if those people came up to me, right?
Yep.
First of all, I I'm gonna sound so fucking stupid, but
I'm prepared.
I took martial arts.
Okay. Yeah.
I did judo and I did karate for years, right? So, I'm a chubby guy though,
Hmm. I
so
mean, you could use that to
stamina
your
wise, I'd be a
advantage.
problem,
All right.
but I know how to throw down,
All
right?
right. Yeah. It's.
Second of all,
Mhm.
I'm just saying, I'm not a fucking pussy, so
You will
whether
beat
I
these
get to beat
people.
the fuck up or not, I'd be going down in a fight and they'd be fucked,
Yeah.
you know. And
It's such a bizarre
yeah,
school
so
scenario that you're describing because nothing like
yeah,
this would
so
ever
I
happen in
wasn't
suburbia where I
I
live.
wasn't
Mhm.
suburbia.
Yeah, the unending hills of suburbia, generic suburban town. Yeah.
Shit,
Hmm.
I wish I was you,
Yes.
cause
Oh, so middle
man,
upper class. That's right. Oh, I love
you
to
upper
do things
classman.
like what's something that like high middle class people do?
I don't know,
Buy avocados, something like that.
I have avocados at my house.
Oh, like what do you mean you have them? Or do you grow them in your house, or do you just
No, I
you just
I
own
buy
them?
them from the fucking store.
But I thought it was
How
gonna
do
be
you
something
get
interesting. I didn't
avocados?
expect you to just say you had avocados in your fucking fridge. I mean, yeah, I mean I don't have avocados in my fridge, so I couldn't say that. But that's I didn't think that's literally what you meant.
Like what? Like what? Man, avocados, the rich man's fucking fruit.
I mean, they used to be, didn't they? I feel like all weird fruits, pineapples, I think, used to be like a rare thing. Bananas, there was a war fought over that, which I
Yeah,
find funny. But I don't know. I feel like avocados, out of all the, is it a fruit? Out of all the fruit that there
I
are,
mean,
it's probably the
it is a fruit.
more expensive one.
It's a fruit because it has a seed.
Oh yeah, it has one big seed. Do
Yeah,
vegetables not have seeds? Yeah, they don't. Tomato, that's a
no,
fruit. That's what that is because it has seeds.
that's a fruit.
Yes.
Yeah.
I always don't remember if it's
Um,
a vegetable or the other one. Fruit.
you just the way you know it is if it has seeds, it's a
Yeah.
fruit.
Imagine though, because you know how fruit flavored stuff is actually quite common when it comes to like anything
Yeah.
basically, ice cream to Pop Tarts to like Laffy fucking taffy.
You know what's something really weird? Okay, the apple is the fruit,
Yeah,
you know,
that's the big one. Yeah.
but I've never seen apple flavored ice cream.
That's
You go to any
because
ice cream shop, you
that
never see
sounds
it.
terrible. Because well, is there? I feel like the closest you're gonna get is having apple pie with ice cream, because that is a good combination. I would say most pies with ice cream is a fine combination.
I mean, like,
But
but like, there's some really weird flavors of ice cream
the
though,
my
like
father had
pistachio.
a bacon ice cream once. He said that was terrible, and I think it would be, but that was a type of ice cream that was had before. Bacon.
I'm,
Mm.
I mean, I would think apple would taste like kind of nice.
I
You
don't know.
know,
It's too sour,
I
isn't
fucking
it?
love
I
apple.
feel like if you're gonna go sour, well, I guess apple ice cream should be a thing, just because, why not? And strawberry ice cream's a bit sour, and it seems to be doing fine. But imagine like lemon ice cream. I think if you're gonna go
There
sour, go all the
is.
way. Yeah, I haven't seen any lemon ice cream. I think that would be a fine ice cream.
It's good.
Yeah. Well, why don't I
But
have it?
you know what's funny about that
What?
though? I don't like lemon flavored stuff as much as I like lime flavored stuff.
That is a bit strange, actually, because I feel like a lime is just a. You take everything that's in a lemon and you amp it up to an unbearable amount, and that's a lime. That's what that is.
But you know what's weird is it tastes good. I
Mm.
recently had a while I was editing a video,
Yeah.
uh I was pulling an all-nighter
You just ate a raw lime,
and
like a fruit
and
bat.
I had a lime flavored Red Bull.
Okay. Well,
and that was the most tastiest thing I ever had.
Mm-hmm.
I was so sad when I finished it that I deadass hit I texted my dad at 3 in the morning.
You told him to get
and
lime flavored Red Bull.
yeah, I told him I don't know where you got this, but I'll literally just pay you for more.
Damn.
Because it was that good.
I'm trying to think of the last lime flavored thing I had. I think it was legitimately, key lime pies. I was
Yeah, key
yeah.
lime.
It wasn't well. It was a key lime pie. It was a key lime pie on a stick that was like frozen and also had chocolate all over it, like the sort of frozen chocolate thing where it hardens into a shell. That
Yeah.
is the last like lime thing that I had that I remember. That was also, I must mention, like several years ago. That was probably in like
Really?
2016 or something, legitimately. Mm.
So you haven't had a lime in 5 years?
Yeah, I think that's pretty much right. Yeah, maybe it was 2018 or something.
Holy shit.
But I think that was legitimately the last time I had any sort of lime-related product. That was good though. I had it in the Florida Keys, where of course key limes come from. Fun fact, that's why they're called that. Also, they invented keys, not fun fact, false. I made that up. I don't know why they're called the Florida Keys. It doesn't make sense.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be real with you on this one. I don't know where key lime pies came from.
Yeah. Well, key limes as a whole, and I assume key lime pies
for
because
a long time, and then I went to go watch a Munchies video.
Mm-hmm.
Then I found out.
It's in the keys, yeah. That's why they're called that. We found out the secret of key lime pies. Wait, so, did that video just say the origins of key limes and their pies?
No, it was literally fucking just like 51 fucking not 50. Yeah, 51 like desserts in the United States.
Okay. Is it any sort of ranking, or is it just listing 51 desserts?
No, just in general from like A to Z.
I see. And then key lime pie was, I guess, K. I would guess. Wait a second.
No, A to Z as in state.
Oh, wait, 51.
Yeah.
What's the like one secret one? Because if it's going by state, there's only 50 states.
I think they did Puerto Rico.
Okay. I feel like thinking of states like that. You know, there's 50 states, 50 stars on the flag. Do you think that that part of the reason why we haven't gotten any more states is because 50 is such a nice number? We just don't want to. I think that might legitimately
No, I
be a
think
thing.
the reason why is because like if we do 51, we'll literally be adding an extra line for only one singular star.
Yeah, well, you can just redesign the entire flag, which I'm not sure people want to do. Because if we had 49 states right now, there is no doubt in my mind Puerto Rico would be a state that we would add. But since we have 50, why mess with such a nice number?
What state would we have to take for Puerto Rico? What, Hawaii? Hawaii becomes part of Mexico now?
Nah, like if we just had 49, if through some magical thing, if like Rhode Island became part of like whatever Rhode Island's near.
Japan.
Became part of Japan. Rhode Island is so far away from Japan. Also, it's not even an island. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure Rhode Island isn't an island, despite being called Rhode Island. So you know what? Look that up. Rhode
Island. You know what's funny? That's something that strat would be something that like fucking Hoi 4 you'd pull.
The
like
stealing Rhode Island. Yeah, Rhode Island isn't an island. I'm not sure why it's called Rhode Island.
No, it's an island. Because
it is called an island, so
it has to be an
island. We should take Rhode Island and just saw it off of the sort of mainland and just push it into the ocean, so then they can actually truly be what they're destined to be. My guess is, for its name, probably why it's called Rhode Island is it was just this island here, and then eventually it became the whole thing, because it does have some islands in it. This place, Aquidneck Island, is the largest island in Rhode Island.
Aquidneck Island.
Yeah, Aquidneck? That's such a stupid... Well, you know what? Don't even
Island.
combine Rhode Island with anything. Just get rid of Rhode Island. Destroy it. Nuke it into the ground. We'll have another room for the 50th state, and then instead we could just get Puerto Rico. Bring it on there. Suddenly, everything's
Why
better.
not? Dude, once isn't like Florida screwed? Like,
As in, like,
isn't
what do you mean?
because isn't Florida screwed just because like once the sea levels go up,
Yeah.
it'll just disappear?
Yeah, basically. I'm pretty sure projections show that it's gonna be just completely underwater yeah, eventually.
Yeah,
Which
yeah.
I'm on Google Maps right now, just looking at a big map of it. I'm surprised how much of it is currently like underwater right now. That sounds like bad. It's not like super flooded. It's just there's shit tons of lakes all over this place. So honestly, now I'm not surprised that if the water levels rose like, a few tens of feet, this entire area would be underwater. It's a shame though.
Dude, we should just like
We'll lose
we should
Disneyland
just global
World.
fucking cryopod the fucking Earth, so
Just
we
freeze
just
it all.
freeze it. Yeah,
Well, ice is larger than water, right? So if you take a cup of water and
yeah.
freeze it, it'll break the cup sometimes. So
Really?
that would
I've never had a cup break when I
how
freeze
many
water.
cups do you freeze though on a basis? And as long as there's like a way for the water to escape.
Like two,
2 cups. What was that for?
two.
Do you even remember?
I think
It's like a science
I
experiment.
think I remember I was in a call with someone and I
I'm
said
going to freeze
we were
this
talking
water.
about something.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then out of nowhere I'm like, I'm gonna go freeze this water. So I grabbed my cup and I put it in the freezer for like fucking
Okay.
8 hours, and then I came back. I was like, look at my water.
I mean, that sounded like a spur of the moment thing, but it, by definition, can't be because it would take 8 hours to complete, apparently.
But here's the thing, I had planned this, so
I,
like 8 hours before I was thinking about it. I went to go put a cup that looked exactly the same as the cup that I had.
Oh, so you're like doing some sort of mystical prank, alright, where you
Yeah.
put a cup of water in a freezer, also have a non-frozen cup of water. Wait, what is the end goal
Yeah.
of this prank? Is it you try to drink from a cup but it's frozen?
No, I just come out with
With a
like a
frozen cup
frozen
of water,
fucking
and then throw it at
yeah.
someone, and that's the joke. You break their
Yeah,
skull
that's
with a
it.
frozen cup of water. I feel well. It
Yeah.
has to have like a cover over it, I guess. First off, for the freezing thing to work. Also, it doesn't actually get much bigger. You know, if you had like an inch of water, you're gonna get like an inch point one
Inch and
of ice or something like that.
yeah.
It's not a major thing.
But exponentially, the more water you have,
It's not exponential. Though I guess yeah, if you had like a shit ton of water, like the ocean, then yeah, if you were to freeze it all somehow, then it would just. I'm not sure what the world would look like. It would just be a big mess. You just have like big ocean ice walls or something. I'm not sure if that's how that would work. Also, I'm pretty sure you can't freeze most of the ocean because it's like salt
Mhm.
water. I'm not sure if that's true. Not the saltwater thing, the freezing thing. It's bizarre though.
I was about to say, like, dude, like a good amount of our water
Is
is like
is frozen? Yeah,
salt.
yeah. I don't know how it works, but at the same time, from like glaciers and stuff, you get fresh water. You don't get salt water. I'm pretty sure. So, I'm not
Yeah.
sure where that divide is because glaciers, quite generally, are. Well, maybe I guess they're not like in the sea. Well, they can be in the sea. It's an iceberg. I don't know how it works. There's too many types of water. All right. If I were in
Wait,
charge of water, get rid of all the solid water, get rid of like gaseous water. We would have no evaporation,
wait. So if
just liquid.
is the water around the glacier salt water, or
Um, I I guess it's more fresh water than it would be salt water, but it's probably still salt water, just less so. Because there's gonna be like different, amounts of
Mhm.
salt in said water. I don't know. I think the Dead Sea isn't that like the saltiest water in existence or something, and
yeah,
that's why
it's because
nothing
all
would live in there.
that's where all the Twitch e-girls go to cry about not having money.
Yes. Damn, bitch, your
Alright.
tears are saltier than the Dead Sea.
All right, it's time
Okay.
for
hmm
for for a topic switch because I'm getting kind of
Yeah.
bored.
Okay.
No cap.
Um, I think, you know what? I have a question for you. I've sent it earlier,
All right.
but uh, which Mario character would you rather go on a date
God
with?
damn
That's
it.
right. It's here, finally. The questions we've all been waiting for. Which Mario character would you want to go on a date with? This is important. All right. Imagine I have a microphone to your face, and also you're in the
All
Pentagon.
right.
This is the information
All right.
equivalent.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So my Mario character I go on a date with
Why are
would be
you eating
Yoshi.
your microphone?
Because like you said, you put the microphone right next to
Oh,
my mouth.
like a news microphone, not a fucking pleb microphone. I'm not running up to you with like some gamer headset and shoving this microphone in your mouth. This is a
Oh, okay.
okay. Just normally, I guess.
Okay.
What is the Mario character?
Um, be be Yoshi.
Yoshi. What reason would that
Yoshi.
be?
Cause he's green, and like green.
You could choose
That's
Luigi
it.
then, or that guy who like vomits
No, I don't
spike
want
balls. He's
Luigi.
green.
No, I want Yoshi.
Okay, I'm hearing
I want
Yoshi,
I want
and I'm
Yoshi
thinking
because like
sounding. Do you know what sounding is?
cause,
You shouldn't.
yeah, you know why I want Yoshi?
Why?
Because when we go home, I'm gonna get the sloppiest, bloppiest, moppiest, fucking tongueiest, fucking blowjob of my life.
There we
right?
go. I knew it. That's secretly why I asked the question. I just needed that to be admitted. It's Yoshi.
What the Yoshi could give a floppy toppy like no
Does he
other?
even have teeth? I don't think I've seen Yoshi with teeth. So I think
No, he
you're right
doesn't.
on that. How does he even? Oh yeah, he just
No,
swallows
he just
things, doesn't he?
swallows the fucking
He
fruit.
could
If you've seen Yoshi's
actually.
story, he just swallows
He
the
could just
fruit.
swallow you and then turn you into an egg. That could be the end of your life right
Oh yeah,
there.
he can.
I'm not. It's a bit
But I'm not into
dangerous
that.
playing with fire.
I'm not into getting bored though. That's the problem.
Yeah. I mean, it's risky. Just hopefully he won't do that, and then you're set.
What about Wario? I feel like if you went on a date with Wario, he'd take you to a good place.
Yeah. Well, he has a lot of money. However, he's greedy, right? So is he gonna spend that money? Probably not, right? I think he might just take
No,
you to
no,
a
if
literal dump.
he's giving you a chance on a date, bro. Alright?
Mhm.
Wario's gonna take you out to the fattest place ever, bro.
He's gonna take you to like the
Right.
top of the Eiffel Tower where they have that little restaurant there. You can eat.
Yeah.
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 There should be more restaurants like that actually. Because imagine if you could go over to the Statue of Liberty, let's say, and then like eat on top of the torch or something, or on top of her dumb head.
You want to eat on the Statue of Liberty, even though like that shit's like rusted nickel.
Yeah, it is actually rusted, isn't it? We should power wash the Statue of Liberty, or would that make it worse? How does rust work?
No, because I feel like at this point, because it's green, it gives it the color that it's iconic to.
Well, yeah, I guess.
So the moment they power wash it, it'll just like this isn't the and people will get outraged.
Actually, the Statue of Liberty was a sort of terribly thought out idea, right? I mean, why would you choose something that can and will rust? Just choose something that doesn't rust, please. You literally stone would make it not rust. Because I assume the
Didn't
idea.
they ship out the fucking parts? Didn't they ship out the whole thing in
Yeah,
parts?
it was shipped out from the French.
then they
in
had to,
parts,
like,
Yeah.
And then we had to fucking build a bear workshop the fuck out of it.
Yeah, I assume the main intention wasn't for it to be this rusted greenish bluish color. It was supposed to be
No.
actual copper.
Yeah.
So and it's just not thought through well at all because it's in like Rust City Central, all right. In this
But then
windy,
but even then
watery
like
area.
but even then like I think it's so old that even if we tried washing it,
It would just crumble
it'll
into
still
dust.
just be green.
I feel like I'm just saying, gold. If a statue's not made of gold, what's it even made out of? Like steel? That's the only other acceptable option.
What about emerald?
I mean, that's like a gem. I mean, it has to be like a metal.
Diamonds.
You know, it can have emeralds in it, but not like made of emeralds. I mean, if it is made of emeralds, how big of a fucking emerald would that be? Where you have to carve out a statue, I guess.
It'd be the size of a mountain.
That'd be fucking crazy. I think
Like that as an actual mountain.
I think they have a statue of Chairman Mao, who's all made of like gold in China. Well, he's not made of gold. He's like covered in
I mean, they
gold.
could, they could. I feel like they could actually just afford that.
Yeah. Well, it is China. It's like probably what is it like the third richest country by now, something like that.
Yeah.
Um, maybe second. I'm not sure. Chairman Mao statue. I'm gonna look that up because it's a fucking huge statue. Um, okay, I'm gonna show you a picture of this Chairman Mao statue. He's just sitting. It's a bit of a shitty place for him to be. I mean, envision like Mount Rushmore, right? That's in like this beautiful, serene-looking area. Um,
Yeah.
and then this thing, which I'm going to show you. Imagine spending
Okay.
more time making a monument that's like better than Rushmore. You would want it to be in a nice-looking place, right?
Yeah.
Look at where it is. What the fuck is this
What the
place?
fuck?
It's oh you can
That looks like you're in PUBG, bro.
it's like the most brown, muddy, dead area I've ever seen in my life.
You know what this reminds me of?
What?
The fucking Escape from Tarkov.
Okay. Oh fuck. Is that? I do not remember games very well. Is that one where you're on a train? Or am I crazy?
No.
It's not on a
no.
train. Okay.
No,
I assume
no
it's very
chance.
brown though. I'm gonna resend that image without that DVC thing there. Okay.
Here, I'll send you an Escape from Tarkov picture.
All right. Also, you know, maybe I take back the gold statue thing because it just looks like he's made of cheese. That Chairman Mao.
He looks like, yeah, he looks like he's made of cheese.
It's not very good. I
Fucking-
guess gold would be a good accessory, because it's gold. But if it's just all gold, it's a bit weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Honestly,
Noticing the color palette of the Escape from Tarkov thing, brown
yeah.
and white. So I think you're right on that. I can envision a big golden statue of Mao
Yeah.
there.
Oh yeah, dude. Like,
It's a big statue though.
like holy shit.
But look around it as well. There's nothing here. There's no like building that we can see. I mean, I guess we can't see what's in front of it, but literally I can see dead trees and crops. Why would they build it there? That is so strange.
Why they build it there?
Yeah.
Maybe it's the place where he started off.
Oh, like some sort of thing where like
Yeah.
maybe he was born there or he did something there. That could be the case if it's some sort of like significant area. You might have hit the nail on
What
the
if
head.
it's not? It'll just like look like.
If
ass,
it's
bro.
not, then I am so confused why they put it there. So
Yeah.
bizarre. Okay.
I don't know.
Um.
I
mhm.
I honestly, I'm baffled.
It's very strange.
If
I
anything.
have something for you to think about, by the way. You know
Okay.
the bus
Alright.
from the Magic School Bus.
The wheels.
No,
the
not
bus go
not
round and
that
round? Yeah.
bus. The Magic School Bus. Have you seen the Magic School Bus? You have. Yeah, we've talked about it before, actually.
Yeah,
I remember
yeah,
we talked about
have.
Arnold freezing. I'm not sure how this has come up twice.
Yeah, he
Magic
fucking
School Bus. I
died.
forgot about that entirely. But if you think about that show, if that took place in the real world, that talking magical bus that can transform is definitely going to be like one of the most powerful weapons of war in existence. So it can do anything. That thing can like shrink down to the size of like a single human hair, and it can go into outer space and it can do all sorts of crap.
All you have to do to end a war is shrink the bus, take it to the fucking what's his name? Let's just say Stalin.
Alright.
We're in a war with Stalin. We take to Stalin's house.
We put it up his ass.
The bus
and then it
gets the
expands
bus gets in
to
the
normal
the
size.
bus gets in Stalin's nose, and then it resizes to its normal shape.
It's just the assassin bus. It can just shrink down, go
Yeah.
anywhere, and then kill you immediately. So
Oh, yeah,
powerful. That is.
Dude, you're fucked. You're gonna die.
I feel like
accept your death.
if the Magic School Bus was more realistic, the military would take that thing, and I think, you know, the U.S. would, I guess, conquer the world with that. Honestly, who can stop the Magic School Bus? Too powerful. Can it freeze time? Probably can.
Miss Frizzle.
It can go back in time. Miss Frizzle would conquer the universe because she can go back in time, and conquer the world. All right. So even if she's defeated, she can just travel back, and then do it again but better.
Why don't we just like tell her, haha, it's poo poo sneaky head, and then she fucking gets turned into a little square. Like, she just turns herself into
She
a
gets turned
square.
into a literal square.
Yeah.
You know what? I think that is how we defeat the greatest monsters of all time. Not just Miss Frizzle, but I think that's how Hitler died. Someone went over to him and just pointed at him and said, "You stinky," and then he turned into a
Yo,
square and died.
that's actually, if you think about that, that might be the way JFK died.
Turned into a
The fucking
literal
magic
2D
school
shape.
boss.
Magic school bus turned him into a square. Maybe that's where that saying came from.
No.
You know, why are you such a square? It comes from the magic school
Yeah.
bus turning people into square. I'm not sure what the square correlation is though. Why is square out of all the shapes of the earth?
It's because there's sharp edges.
I mean, that's true. Triangles have sharper edges, and they're more structurally sound. That's why things are made of triangles, like people and chimneys. It's not true. Okay. Potato-based foods, right? There's a lot of them.
Okay.
There's a lot of potato-based foods.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
there
a
is,
stupid
definitely.
amount. Probably because of the Irish. I'm blaming them. But how long do you think a man could live on French fries and water alone? You know?
Actually, a long time probably.
I mean, there was a guy who lived off of, I think, Big Macs, and that alone.
No, there was an actual girl
ages?
who lived on cheese fries.
Cheese. Oh, wasn't that was like a thing on what was it called? My Strange Addiction, wasn't that? Yeah. Well, she didn't eat that alone,
Yeah.
did she? Did she? Was it just that?
That just
That
alone.
is just that. Yeah, she did
Just
just eat cheese fries.
Yeah.
Do you think it's healthier
They try
to
to get
just
her to
eat
eat a
fries
vegetable.
rather than cheese fries? It might be.
Maybe.
I guess because I mean it's more food group stuff if you have cheese fries, but at the same
Yeah.
time, I assume it's probably worse for you because it's I don't know just cheese added on there. Fuck if I know. It's bizarre. Honestly,
Fuck, dude.
people can eat whatever. The 5 food groups, I don't think so. It's fries for me from this point on.
I am the 5 food
Yeah.
groups.
Well, I mean, you're one of them, probably. I mean, it depends if what you ate, because surely if you ate
Yeah.
all of the 5 food groups, you are what you eat. Suddenly, you're the perfect
Yeah.
meal.
I
Government
am.
sanctioned
I've been the perfect
ultimate
meal.
meal. Very good.
Yeah.
Been also thinking about movies that have come out recently, and also, but I say, what are you doing? What was that?
What? My
What? Are you like? What are you eating? I hear that.
I'm drinking a fucking Red Bull.
Okay, why are you like slurping it like some sort of strange dog? I can hear your like strange like mouth smacking. Who does that while drinking? This is bizarre.
I do. What the fuck?
What? I can hear you going like. Ah, what a beautiful drink this is. That is not how people drink things. That's strange what you're doing right now.
I do.
Okay, what?
I drink that like that.
Whatever. Movies. I haven't paid attention to any movie that's come out in the last year. For a good reason.
Holy
alright?
shit.
I've been like indoors.
Really?
I mean, pretty much, yeah. But I've only heard of a few movies that have come out. There's Kong versus Godzilla. There's the Zack Snyder's
Snyder.
Big League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, and then apparently there's this Disney movie, Raya and the Last Dragon. I saw one advertisement
Nope, we're
for
not.
that,
No.
and that is the only thing I
Nope.
heard from it. Apparently, it came out a month ago.
I watched it and really like it.
You didn't
I
really
s-
like
I
it, or
wasted
you did
30
really
bucks on
like
it.
it, actually?
I didn't.
Yeah, I also heard that it sort of sucks, and I'm looking at a poster for it now. This looks like the most generic movie I've ever seen in my entire life, but I haven't seen it.
It is.
But it looks like
you know,
it.
it's such a weird thing,
Yeah.
right? Because, you know, with the Asian culture, you can take movies,
Mhm.
right, to new fucking places, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Obviously, Disney has been trying to pander to an Asian
Yeah.
audience, and that's
I
cool.
mean, it's a
That's
good
cool.
way to
They
make
can do
money,
that.
definitely. And there's a lot of unexplored stuff for like Asian sort of
Yeah,
literature and whatnot. Um,
I'm cool with that. I want them to do that
mm,
because I feel like they rethread onto the same things. It'll get
yeah, I
boring.
mean Robin Hood, for
But
example,
what
has been
these
done a
two
million
movies,
times, like Romeo and Juliet. But yeah.
yeah, what these two movies have shown me is that they're so incompetent that I don't even think I can trust them with a movie like that.
Mm, mm,
Because like the Mulan remake.
yeah.
By the way, I've bought both movies. Right.
Both Mulan
Um.
and also the other Mulan.
Yeah.
Okay. And
No.
and
And because
okay.
I wanted to see how they did it,
Mm,
and the whole the whole Mulan remake, how they were saying, yeah, we want this to be an accurate representation.
mm.
Where the fuck did Mulan learn how to immediately know how to use ki masterfully? Like what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like
I don't know. I feel like because I've watched the actual Mulan, the animated one, before. I have not
yeah.
watched the new one. I haven't heard good things. Didn't they remove all the songs or something? I heard
Yeah,
that.
they removed all of that. They removed a lot of the characters. And
Mm,
you know what sucks about that is that I feel like even then
yeah.
they could have done a good movie.
Yeah. I mean,
But
it's you can do like
it
anything, I
just
guess.
it doesn't hit the same way.
Yeah.
Cuz the first movie,
Hmm.
right? Um the song about her leaving her home,
Yeah.
right? It was a really good song. I liked
All
it.
right. What
Um
do they do in the new one?
and the new one is just like there's nothing. She just leaves. She
She's
dips.
just
That's
out of
it.
there. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
music can make scenes be like more impactful or emotional, definitely. So sort of skipping out on all of that, and I guess replacing it with, I guess nothing. Sometimes, like I guess for that example, it's not a good thing to do. You shouldn't do that.
And here's the thing,
Yeah.
right? I kind of like the way that the actual original movie was
Hmm.
structured, right? Where Mulan could barely do anything, and then
Yeah, they had that like
she
training
like
thing.
struggles.
Yeah, it's the sort of journey of the hero, isn't it? You start out as pleb,
Yeah,
and then the main focus of the movie should be becoming hero person. Um,
it and it's like they don't do that. They just make her OP immediately.
mm,
Like she all of a sudden has can master chi,
I
right?
see.
She can kick ass. She's running on fucking the fucking roofs, you
What
know?
is what does chi mean in that movie? Is it like some sort of magical force power? Does it just make her
It's
good at
like
doing
yeah, pretty
things?
much
Okay,
like Key in Dragon Ball
I've not
or like the
seen
Force.
Dragon Ball. Can she shoot a laser? That's important.
Man, I don't remember if she. I don't think she
Okay,
does.
good. Because that would be stupid as hell. But I wouldn't put it past
If
them.
she did, I can and I get corrected. That's cool. I don't really remember the film that well because I only watched it
Yeah.
once back in September and I never watched it
I
again.
mean, yeah, that's definitely fair. Now I want her to shoot a laser
It's funny
real
because
bad.
like I actually wasn't gonna buy the
Hmm.
movie, but then I got hit up by one of my friends who um who uses my Disney
Hi.
Plus, asking if I could buy the
Oh
film
yeah, I
because she wanted to
forgot.
watch
I
with her
I knew it was on
family.
Disney Plus, so I thought, whatever. But they make
Yeah,
you pay for it as well. I forgot entirely about
yeah,
that. How much does it
and
cost on
30,
Disney Plus?
30 per movie, 30 per
That's
movie.
dumb as hell. What? I mean, I guess eventually there's gonna be like a cutoff date, right? After like a year of it being
Yeah,
out,
no,
it's gonna
no,
be
not even a
like,
year. It's like 3 months.
okay, well, wait, what do you mean it's like 3 months? Do you?
The Mulan remake, you can go watch it right now for
Okay, so
free.
that is
Like
okay. So it's
they
three
did,
months.
they released it back in late August, and then
It's it's pretty
they released it to
dumb
everyone in
though.
December.
It's cheap to make it cost money, but I mean, 3 months. That's not a bad amount of time. You know, I'll settle for you having to pay money to see it. 3 months. I'm gonna say 3 months in advance, though. Yeah, right, it's technically not having it be 3 months late is what you're paying for.
Yeah.
I guess that means
Uh,
Raya and the Last Dragon. That's probably, you have to pay money for that as well, isn't it?
yeah, $30.
Man. But
$30 a
yeah, you
pop.
saw that one as well, didn't you? You said.
Yeah, that one was a different case. I actually paid out of pocket on that
Ah,
one because the last time my friend asked me and I said
yeah,
okay, and then she uh gave me $30
I
later.
see. But this one was your
This
own.
one, I wanted to see.
Yeah.
I wanted to see if it was gonna be good or not because I saw the trailer
Hmm.
and it seemed genuinely interesting.
All right.
You know, I feel I got that feeling from uh Force Awakens
Okay.
where I was genuinely interested on where they were gonna go with this,
Yeah, yeah. I know what you mean.
right?
All right.
And
And
it dropped the ball for me so hard that I still have a bad taste in my mouth from the
oh
money I
wow.
wasted.
Um,
Cause
that sort of sucks. Like, I'm looking at some of the stuff here now. From what I can tell, you have girl with sword. Actually, there's so many weird characters. You have three animal. It's like a monkey. Three monkeys. That's what those are. Armadillo. You have like furry
oh yeah, by the
dragon.
way,
Yeah.
a lot of the side characters don't even matter.
Yeah. But the
They
amount that I'm
have a couple
seeing
scenes here
on
and
this
there.
poster, if 30% of them mattered, I'd be surprised. Who's the big
Oh
guy?
no,
Who's
no,
like Big Chungus with the eye patch? What does he do?
side character.
Okay. Wait, who's the villain in this actually as well? I thought it would be the eye patch guy, but I guess not.
No, it's I think a rival. Fuck.
No.
Fuck if I cared. Like I watched it, I gave two less of a fucks about
Mm.
it. Like after maybe half an hour.
I feel like
I
that's
just
something that Disney movies have been somewhat missing actually recently, haven't they? Is a good like villain. Because there's like been a lot of weird twist villains that were like half baked and a bit shit. Um,
I mean, most of the fucking villains are twist villains, though.
yeah, like
They've been
recently,
doing.
that's definitely the
Yeah,
case. I don't really like
I think
that
the
though.
only good film
Yeah.
that Disney recently did that I keep thinking it's Pixar was Wreck-It Ralph one.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, the first Wreck-It Ralph thing. That had
Yeah,
yeah, that had that villain that was a race guy. He was part of the race war.
yeah,
Yeah, him. I remember him.
yeah, yeah. He was like a Vietnam veteran.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, it was that was a good movie. I had fun with that one,
Yeah, the first one. I
but
mean, they had a second one, didn't they? Do you remember seeing the really terrible advertisements for the second one? Where it was,
the second one was just not
yeah,
good.
um, yeah, I don't know, just sequels, in general. I mean, it sounds terribly generic to say, but if there's nothing you need to add on to
I
a
feel like they
story,
could have done something with it though.
like
That franchise. I feel like they could have done something with the franchise.
Potentially, I think you would have to like lean on that sort of video game aspect and be like, okay, we talked about these video games. What about these ones? I feel like maybe that'd be more suited to like a TV show. I might be wrong on that, but I think then you could cover more stuff, and it doesn't matter if it doesn't hit with general audiences as much.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
my guess. Also, I don't know. I feel like Wreck-It Ralph. I remember uh it was a big hit with like kids especially, and I think like a TV show thing might do well there. But I don't know. I mean, it was a definitely a good movie. I remember the first one. I didn't actually see the second one, so fuck if I know.
It was okay, I guess. I mean,
Mm.
like it wasn't, but okay is
It's
not.
not what you're aiming
You
for when
know.
you're a massive movie
Yeah,
with a massive budget from a massive company. You sort of want really
yeah.
good rather than okay.
I put Disney on a higher standard,
Yeah, I mean that's
and I
fair.
really shouldn't. I really shouldn't because they let me down every time. But I put them on a higher standard just because of how much they're wasting.
Mm.
Each time.
Yeah, I mean, with the amount
Cause
of money
like
they're putting in, I think it's fair to expect that it's going to be like good stuff, surely.
Quality.
Because, I mean, a lot of that money is going to, a lot of it's going to, CG stuff, honestly. But if they were smart about it, most of it would go to just writing, so they can actually have a
Yeah.
engaging story. But, I don't know, that's not really the world we live in. It's more so effects and whatnot can sell a
We
movie.
live in the world where they made dinosaurs, bro.
Yeah.
I don't think we've been in a good place for a long time.
Yeah. Okay. What other things do I got? Um, Dogs. All right. There are only three colors
Alright.
involved with dogs. There's white, black, and
Okay.
brown. Those are the dog colors. There's nothing else.
Trifecta.
I think that's true because it is true.
Where are you going? Where are you going
That's
with
the end of the
this?
statement. It's just a declarative statement. Three dog colors. That is all.
Uh,
So you can't think of any.
I guess yeah, there
See,
is.
those are the only dog colors. I brought this up to some people in the past, and they were like, "Oh, this the dog, the yellow lab or whatever. That's yellow."
What
It's not.
about Clifford?
Clifford is the one exception, but I'm gonna say that's because he's a fictional dog, and so are all his friends, which are also fictional colors. It's a bit strange though that you have just the sheer variety of animals. If you think about it, it's not
Yeah.
actually that much, is it? Pretty much everything is a quadruped, and they're all
Hmm.
like the same few colors, unless you're like birds, or unless you're in the water, like a squid. That thing's fucked up. Squids and octopi. What the fuck? What are they? They're weird. Kill them. But everything that's like walking around on land, it's all the same shit, just painted over.
Aren't octopi like?
They should be classified as birds because they have a beak.
Yeah,
Yeah, that would,
it should be a.
that'd be good. Actually, wasn't there a thing where it was like, um, the term bird is a bit weird evolutionarily because like a seagull has more in common with a like an urchin than another bird or some shit like that. I vaguely remember hearing something like that.
Wouldn't it just be avian?
Yeah, well, that's I think the actual class But yeah, I don't know. It's
Like
some weird stuff that's happening in the bird section
the
of the
bird
world, the
world?
bird world. Honestly, all right, anything that flies, that's a bird.
Yeah.
If you throw a frisbee, that is now a bird officially. That's how I view things. A plain metal bird.
I view it as in
Bats are
if it
birds.
has
Yeah.
wings, then it's a bird.
Yeah. Have you seen those thinking of birds, which bats are birds? Have you seen those massive
I kind of want bears to evolve to have wings.
bear? I mean, that's
I think it'd be kind
that's
of
sort of what a
fucking
bat
funny.
is just a really tiny bear with wings, isn't it? They eat like fruit. That's what bats do. Actually, bears eat berries,
But
don't they? And fish.
yeah,
That is weird. Out of the bears are like killing machines. They could like eat anything,
yeah.
but fish and berries is pretty
But
much
they're also
it.
pussies.
Yeah, if I were a bear, you know what I would do? I would like murder a elk and eat it because you're a fucking bear. You can do anything. Unstoppable animal.
I think elk just they're not into it. You know, they're what is it? What is the the diet you have where it's just fish and vegetables?
Oh fuck. I'm going to say the word Presbyterian, but I think that's a religious thing. I think that's a
Pescatarian?
um
No.
part of the Reformed tradition with Protestantism. Yes. So
Okay,
that's
but you
not
know what I'm
that is.
talking
I know what
about.
you're talking
You,
about.
you know what I'm talking
Where
about.
they eat like fish and also they eat they it's basically we don't eat meat except for fish. That's what that is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know that. I feel like that's a fine diet choice, honestly. I like fish. I would do that. I mean, I wouldn't do that because who cares? But if I were to choose one of those fad diet things, I would choose that fish one because I like fish, so I'm not losing out on much. It's chicken.
I
It's
remember
fine.
one of my science teachers was
Yeah.
had that kind of diet. He looked so skinny, that I could see his bone.
Oh,
So I'm
damn.
a little scared about that.
That could just be what he looks like regardless. I'm gonna look up fish diet because I do want to find out what the name is. Fish diet. I looked up fish diet and it's just listing a bunch of fish related products. So, oh, it's pescatarian. That's
Pescatarian.
why I said like Presbyterian or whatever I said because it's so fucking close. Actually, how do I pronounce that? I'm gonna find out. I was right, pescatarian, because you eat pests like insects. That's not true. Um,
Insects. Nom 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 nom
yeah.
nom.
Honestly, though, that's you're not cutting down much, are you? If you're doing a pescatarian diet, because fish. I mean, you're not gonna eat like pork anymore. I'm just thinking, the meal fish and chips.
You're not gonna be
That's what I would
eating.
have all the time. Just fish and chips, just fries, and also fish that has been deep fried because that's allowed. You can have fries. It's a pescatarian diet to eat
You just fucking
fries.
cheated the fucking
It's not
diet.
cheating. That it's not a meat, is it? Those potatoes.
I think you could. I think they only have meat like fish a couple of times
Oh.
a week.
You could eat a
like, I think
cake
2 or 3
every
times
single
a
day.
week.
Cake and ice cream, forever. That's abiding
No,
by the
because
rules.
those are breads.
Oh no, you're. Wait, are they like? Is it like a vegan thing or is it a? Wait, no. Bread. Bread is that's made from like plant.
No,
Yeah,
it's
it
not.
is.
It's made out of wood.
That doesn't make sense. Imagine if you could just. Also, wood is a plant.
My wood is hard.
Wood is. Well, that wood is meat, I guess. If you're thinking of that wood.
No, what the hell are you talking about? I'm talking about my stick.
What?
My walking stick. I have
A hard
I have a stick that I
walking
use.
stick. I see.
It's not like a walking stick as in
Mm-hmm.
whatchamacallit.
Like, I mean, I can't
Like
imagine
I need it for walking, but it's for like me when I'm doing like
beating.
fucking those long
When you're
fucking...
beating people with your walking stick. You make your walking stick
Yeah.
makes it so other people cannot walk. That's what this is. It's a beating
Yeah.
stick.
I make you lose your fucking legs. You're like, man, what a good day for me to go walk. And then it's just you get fucking destroyed. You just I just beat you to death.
That's why you're not
You're like,
scared of
"Fuck!"
those guys beating you up for
Yeah, I
tattling
have
on
my
them.
fucking
You
stick.
have your walking stick at all times. You do that thing where it's
Yeah.
remember the Harry Potter series with the Malfoy guy.
Yeah, when
He had a walking stick.
Dumbledore
No,
is
what? Yeah.
has a fucking mad relationship with his teacher.
What?
Yeah, it's canon.
What? With what teacher? Whom? What?
Harry Potter, you know how Dumbledore had a teacher, or like he had a friend. and
Maybe.
they had a.
I don't remember. All right.
Oh, you haven't read this. You haven't read the
I haven't read
whole,
the sacred texts.
Twitter thing.
I haven't read the Twitter information.
Well, I forgot her name, but the creator
J.K. Rowling.
of J.K.
Yeah.
Rowling tweeted out that Dumbledore and fucking what's his name? I think it was either
Grindelwald.
his teacher or a friend of
That
his.
guy.
Both had a gay relationship.
Yeah, wasn't it the one-eyed guy that was played by Johnny Depp in that movie that I never watched?
Yeah.
One-eyed Johnson. That's his name. Okay. I didn't remember that. But I forget what I was saying. Oh yeah, Malfoy guy, not the boy,
Yeah.
the adult Malfoy with the long hair, Lucius Malfoy. That's his name. He has
Okay.
his wand and his little staff thing, doesn't he? If you lived in like some sort of magical world thing, I feel like
Yeah.
I would always want my wand to be somewhat covered, right? Because it is literally like a stick. You could break that thing, and then you can't do no more spells. And aren't they like rare as hell, where the wand has to choose you?
Yeah.
I would just reinforce
Yeah.
that thing in titanium, because that's the one you're getting. Once you destroy that
I mean,
wand, you're gonna get like a shitty
what if?
one.
Hear me out. Hear me out. What if you make it? You get a giant tree trunk like me, right?
Yeah, and then
Like a
that would
giant
be the
walking
most
stick,
powerful
and then you
wand.
cut out a like little compartment in the middle of the thing
The-
for the wand,
okay.
and then you put wood over it, and then now the wand is protected by the bigger stick. So now you have a giant fucking wand.
I feel like if you were to do whatever makes a wand on a tree, just a massive thing
Yeah.
of wood, would that be like the most powerful wand? Because imagine how big those spells are going to be. All right, if you use the tree wand.
I think the wand, it isn't the wand, it's the user.
Is it?
You know?
Wait, but they had that one wand, the fucking Elder Wand. That was like the most powerful wand because it was, I don't know, it just was.
Dude, I'm gonna be real with you. Like, I read barely any Harry Potter, so I'm barely going off what I read.
I see.
So,
Well, whatever. Harry Potter is somewhat dumb. I'm just saying, someone should have just gotten like one of those tree chopping machines that picks up a tree, and then if they made that tree a wand and continued to use that tree chopping machine, most powerful wizard. Fact. Can't argue with that. It's true.
what if, hear me out, what if we got the tree, right, where the wands are made of, you know?
I mean, immediately. There's not a wand tree in Harry Potter. They don't grow from a tree.
I mean, but the wood has to come from
It comes
somewhere,
from
right?
various places. But yeah,
Yeah.
I think.
We just get the original.
There is no
tree for
original
the
wand tree. That's not a thing in Harry Potter. It doesn't.
No,
It's not a limited supply
where
of
the fuck
wands.
do the fucking wands come from? They're made of wood.
Yeah, just any wood. I'm pretty sure. That you don't need to find the original super tree. It's just any wood. I think legit any wood is fine. It'd be like the fucking
Okay,
trash wood.
then we get the wand maker.
Yeah.
We give the wand maker the strongest piece of wood ever.
All right. You give him wood.
And make us a wand. We give him our wood.
This is stupid. This is this is dumb. What are you saying? Okay,
We give him the strongest piece of wood. He makes us the wand, and then we win.
we win the
Harry
Harry Potter
Potter.
world. I'm still thinking bigger is better. Go with the tree forever. All right.
Okay, so
If you had definitive proof Santa was real, but revealing he was real would kill him, would you do it?
yeah, last year he didn't give me an iPhone X.
Yeah. So just
So,
murder him.
He kind of fucked me
Yeah.
over.
I mean, if you prove that Santa was real, you'd be famous. Also, you would be infamous because he would die. Actually, they wouldn't know the death was related to you, so you would be famous, and just he happens to have died. So, rip him.
And then I start my SoundCloud rapper career from that.
Yeah. Little.
I mean,
little Santa.
didn't Bad Baby? She started her
By killing
career off
Santa. Yeah, it's true actually.
going on the fucking talk show host with what's his name?
I have no idea. I know who Bad Baby is.
But she got her start off fucking going on a show.
Yeah.
And look at her, she has an OnlyFans now, fucking $1 million in the first 24 hours.
I'm pretty sure. I think we're not in the same boat as that person, though. I'm not sure if we were to start an OnlyFans, we would make $10,000 million.
No, I'm saying I could start my rapping career
Okay.
though. She started her rapping career like what, 16, fucking 17?
16, 17. Wow, she is old. I'm surprised so many people have paid for her OnlyFans if she's like legit 400 years old.
No. She's no. That was a couple years ago. She's 18. Like I think this
16,
year.
17. It's 400 years ago. About. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's a joke with a time period of 16, 17. That's what I'm saying. Surprise. But yeah.
Surprised.
Okay. Wait. How old is she?
I think she turned 18 recently.
But she
because
hasn't-
that's why she made her OnlyFans.
Okay, yeah. I was about to ask if she had one before she was 18. Just
No,
what?
no, it was
What the fuck?
no. I don't think it OnlyFans legally allows people to
Yeah, I would think not.
be 16.
That'd be dumb.
I think from what I remember from one of my friends that you have to show them your
Cock. That's right.
social security and
I guess yeah, for it to
your
go through, you have to have some sort of bank account information in there, and SS number. Yes.
So yeah, they do their checks, bro.
As they should.
I mean, it's fucking OnlyFans. So
Okay. So you would kill Santa. That's what I'm hearing. You're a Santa
Yeah,
murderer.
yeah, oh yeah, definitely. Oh, I'd fucking murder the shit out of him.
If you
Hell,
didn't even
I
have
wouldn't even
to,
tell anybody.
just murder him.
I'd kill him first, and then just tell everybody I found Santa dead.
This could be like, what if it's like, you seen the movie The Santa Claus, I believe it was called? Tim Allen, he turns into Santa.
Yeah,
That could be you, though. What if you
yeah.
turn into Santa after you murder him with your own bare hands in the street, like the dog he is, and you turn into Santa?
Oh, then I'd fucking get the elves to make me an iPhone
That's
X.
true, yeah. Have that sweet revenge. That's what he gets. That's what he fucking deserves.
I'd fuck Mrs. Claus too, just to rub it
Actually,
into
yeah.
him.
Would you be married to his wife if you killed him and became Santa?
Yeah, because you are Santa
You'd be
Claus,
married to
so she won't
Miss
notice.
Santa. Yeah, I'm. Is that how that? I'm trying to remember the plot of that movie because they had 3 movies, the Santa Claus movies.
Yeah.
I think he got a wife in the second one, which no one remembers. I don't. I barely remember the second one. And then in the third one, he fought a blue guy from the Blue Man Group.
Yeah, he fought
Jack Frost.
Frost.
Yeah,
From
that's the one that I remember. I don't even remember the
From
first one, other than he kills Santa and becomes him. Which, I think that's. He's like an immortal
Kinda
being.
funny.
Actually, I guess thinking about that, it's like Davy Jones from Pirates of the Caribbean. You kill him and then you become the captain of his ship. That's exactly what that is. Actually, they're the same person. Davy Jones and Santa Claus.
Oh yeah, because fucking they killed him and then.
Are you saying "oh yeah" to Davy Jones or Santa Claus? Which
Yeah, Davy
yeah,
Jones.
because if you stab his heart, you turn into the Captain Man. Now, honestly, those movies. People often I hear say that only the first Pirates of the Caribbean movie was good, and the first one is good, obviously. But honestly, the second and third ones are also good. I'm not sure. I mean, I know what people's problems are with them. Second one, actually, I don't know what the problem is for the second one. The second one's really good. Third one is weird pacing wise, and it drags on a bit in some areas.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's a good movie just because of how epic it is. It's grand scale and it's a plot as well. Though, yeah, I remember that White Void area. That was a bit boring, and they had that meeting of pirates or something.
Yeah, that was.
I don't know. I do like the sort of politics of it though, because a lot of people didn't like that. Because it's like with Star Wars, where they had weird politics that they put in. People didn't like that, and that.
It's
weird.
Was it the fucking sequels when they put it in?
The prequels. That's the one I'm thinking of, where it's not actually literal politics that are happening around us today. It's like weird space politics where it's like, oh, the Trade Federation doesn't want to ship oil to the galactic market.
From the fucking Clone Wars like trilogy, like where they're talking about that. I didn't care for I'm saying that I didn't care in a way where I didn't hate it.
I feel like the same way about it. It's just the terrible comedy which made it atrocious. Those prequel movies.
I think the prequels were actually, as people now say, they were pretty good. It's just like
I don't know.
They had a couple of issues that had they been fixed.
I guess if you were to
it would.
I mean, you could say this with anything, but if you were to change a few sort of key places, you could make it good. But I remember the third movie of the prequels. What was that one called? The Attack of the Clones, Revenge of the Sith. Yeah, that one. I mean, it's a bit funny. It's that one's not bad because it's funny, and it's actiony and it's corny as hell. But that's fine. That's sort of what I want from Star Wars. It should be those things. It's not quite as dour and epic as the actual trilogy, but it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
But the two before that, honestly, I sort of hate. They're bad.
I feel like if you watch the Clone Wars show while watching the sequels, right? You I guess
package.
look up one of those timeline fucking things on Google, and you watch it in order. I feel like you'll get a better experience.
That's true. Well, they did have I know they did have several Clone Wars sort of show things, didn't they? Which were all received far better than the movies.
They only had two Clone
It's
Wars
only
ones.
two because they had the
They had
3D
the
one and the 2D
yeah
one, didn't they? That's what I'm thinking of.
yeah they had a 2D and
I
3D one.
remember
And
the 2D one. They had that blue guy with the cowboy hat. He was cool. And they had some scientist. I don't remember.
Cad
Yeah,
Bane.
Cad Bane. Cad Bane was cool because he had
Yeah.
rocket shoes and a cool hat.
I think that was from the 3D one
Yeah, that was
actually.
the 3D one. That's that's
Yeah.
what I was thinking of. I don't know if I watched the 2D one at all when I was young. I've seen a few things of it now. The 2D one, specifically General Grievous, where he just murders everyone. That was cool.
Fucking Shaggy.
Yeah, where he kills Shaggy the Jedi. His name literally was Shaggy, wasn't it? That was
Yeah, Shaggy.
it's amazing.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird because for me, the trilogy is a little different,
Yeah.
right?
Wait. The
Because
prequel, which trilogy?
the
Okay, the
prequel,
prequel one. Yes.
the prequel. Because I remember it much more fondly because here's something I don't think I've talked about in general, but I started Star Wars with the Clone Wars show.
Okay, yeah. I think that.
So
Okay. It's sort of an extension
So
of
I
that then, yeah, where you know the characters and now you get a movie with them. Sort of see what you mean.
yeah, because I remember when I came here,
Mhm.
right? This was actually around the time where Cartoon Network released the show and the whole Clone Wars movie,
All right,
right?
yeah.
And then they started releasing the Lego sets for it. And I was super into fucking Lego, so I
Yeah.
watched the Clone Wars show. I bought the Lego sets, and then eventually it led me to watching the original trilogy and the prequel trilogy.
Yeah.
And that's how I fell in love with Star Wars.
I feel like
So
Lego stuff might be the gateway to people watching Star Wars stuff because I know I did. It was the Lego games that I did long before I watched any actual Star Wars thing.
yeah, same.
Yeah, honestly,
Uh
I remember some of the plot stuff from Star Wars from that fucking game more so than the actual movies. 'Cause
yeah,
it stuck with me more because it's a
it's because it was just so well
yeah,
done.
it's iconic,
You know?
that game. Has to be said. I guess they're still making these sort of Lego based Star Wars games, and probably they're better, but I haven't played them, so they're not going to stick with me as much. And I'll always think they're worse because I think I have played the they made one sort of Lego game with I think it was the Force Awakens, and I played that and I was like, wow, I don't know, it's just not there.
I actually like the Force
Well,
Awakens.
I like the movie, The Force Awakens. I was thinking about the Lego game.
I'm talking about the game.
Oh, so you were thinking about the actual game? I don't know. I feel like if you play one Lego game, you sort of play them all, don't you? It's all the same sort of stuff, just different characters often.
Oh wait, not the Force Awakens, the Force Unleashed games.
Oh,
Fuck.
that's what you're thinking of. Okay. Yeah, that's where you
Yeah.
play as that edgy guy who kills people, right? Something?
Star Killer.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he does have that name, doesn't he? That is an edgy name,
Yeah.
isn't it? For both a planet destroying
That's
weapon.
like edgier than like Shadow.
Shadow the Hedgehog. Star Killer the Hedgehog. Yeah, it's true.
I'm gonna look that up later. I'm gonna see if that's
Actually,
a thing.
I'm gonna beat you to the punch. I'm gonna look that up now. Because have you ever done that thing where you look up your own name and then the hedgehog and see what pops up? Because that.
Yeah, I did. I did when I was in here.
Okay. What
And
what amazing thing did it come up with? I guess.
here, I got it. The picture.
Okay. Yeah.
Hold
Show this sweet image.
on. I think it was this one.
Because honestly, mine that I came
Here's
up
ho-
with is cool.
Here's the hedgehog that I got.
Okay, wait, I'm just looking at Chairman Mao. Oh. Okay, night mode. What does it say on his sword? I thought it said horny, but it's honorary T.
I think that's his watermark.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow. It's beautiful. You can tell he's a good Christian boy because of his cross that he has. He has a zipper, which has no
Yeah.
zipper. So, and
Yep.
also he doesn't have the hedgehog hair things, does he? He just has normal human hair.
No. Normal
That's
human
actually
hair.
quite bizarre.
More like anime hair,
Yeah,
but
that's true. This is what I get. So, I think that shows I'm like better than you, as a person. Yeah, it's
oh
pretty
my
good.
fucking god.
So
Why you gotta do this to
mine,
me? Why you gotta fucking show
yeah. I
off like
mean,
that, dude? Holy
it's
shit.
not my fault that I'm a real Chad of a human being, but um,
God, dude.
damn, it is a bit of a shame though, because my first result thing is uh just obvious joke ones. I feel like part of the
Mm-hmm.
fun in this sort of game where you look up your own name and then the hedgehog is seeing what people earnestly thought was a good idea to have as the
Yeah.
fucking Sonic the Hedgehog character. That is where the humor comes from. It's people thinking this is a good idea and continuing every step of the way through. That's why I love the internet, because there's a bunch of crap like that. But just for this one, I don't know. It's obviously a joke one, so it's not quite as entertaining. Oh well, thinking of hedgehog stuff. Do you
Mm-hmm.
remember that video, the iconic video, fucking top 10 hottest Sonic the Hedgehog characters? Top
Oh my
tier
fucking
fucking
god.
video. Everyone loves. Well known throughout the world.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Just it's it's one of those things where
What about it?
you have to think what, who, why. Probably just all of the questions you could ever ask is what I immediately thought when I saw that video. At the same time though, it's flawless. The
What I asked in my head is like, why isn't where's Rouge gonna be placed in the tier list?
That's true.
Because she's gonna
It
come
will
up.
happen.
Where is she gonna be
Yeah.
placed?
But she was number one, wasn't she? I do find it funny that
Yeah.
there are human characters in that franchise, and the guy there recognized that because he put like Elise there. Remember her, the
Yeah.
2006 one. But that one, it wasn't number one or anything. The most attractive
No,
one
it's
was the bat with tits.
the bat
It's
with
so
tits.
dumb. I do find it funny.
uh,
Mm.
you know what's funny?
Mm-hmm.
I actually was I wasn't into
Mm-hmm.
Rouge. I wasn't into her when I was
I
younger.
see. You've had some sort of deep. If it's from that video, it's destroyed your mind, made
Yeah.
you turned you into a furry. That's
Yeah,
what
no, dude.
occurred.
I didn't want to turn into one, so I said no, I shall not be turned into
Yeah.
one. So then I went Super Saiyan 2, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
And then I became Monkey.
You took your
So,
sword that says Honor ET and your cool
yeah.
zipperless zipped up jacket and pants, massive gauntlet,
Oh, yeah.
and you
Yeah, my massive fucking gauntlet, and I became a
yeah.
hedgehog.
That way, it's not being a furry if you're literally a hedgehog. Think about that.
Yeah. What if you're a reptile? Oh, wait, no, they're called
Yeah.
scalies.
Is there like a fish version? How far do you have to get from a human for people to not be interested anymore? Because I feel like, if we have furries,
Yeah.
is there a fish one? Yes, maybe. I
Hmm.
don't know. Maybe I could look that up.
I feel
What is the
like
fish version of a furry?
a fishy.
That seems too generic, but at the same time, that might actually be what it's called. Version
I don't know, fucking.
furry.
Might be scaly, because fish have scales.
Oh, I think they might just be called fish furry. That's fun. Okay, I looked up. You
You fucking fish
should see
furries.
this because it's pretty good here. Hold on.
I feel like they're just called scalies,
Well,
actually.
like fish do have scales, but this is the result to what I looked up. Do you notice that man in the corner? It's Will Smith as a fish. There he is from
Oh
Shark
my
Tale.
god. What the fuck?
Oh,
Oh, they're
God.
called fishies.
Wait. Oh yeah, they are called fishy.
I
Also,
fucking called it.
damn, you fucking hit the nail on the head there. That is that is so bizarre. There's definitely a bird version.
Am I surprised? No, I'm not really.
They're also
But
commonly
it's
called fishies, yeah.
still
Fish
funny.
Sona. What the fuck? Mobian fishes from Archie's Sonic the Hedgehog. There are Sonic fish characters. What? I didn't think there would be. Pearly the
You didn't think there was
manta ray.
fishes in Sonic the Hedgehog?
Well, I knew there was like the robotic fish that tried to like eat you or whatever in Green Hill Zone.
Yeah.
I remember them. They do have fish characters. I found Pearly the manta ray, which I've never seen before in my
Pearly
entire
the
life.
manta ray.
Um,
What about?
she's just a
I feel
squid
like
kid.
there'd be mermaids.
Well, would a mermaid in the Sonic universe be half person, half fish, or would they be half person, half fish, half hedgehog? Would that be the thing there?
I remember from the top of my head that might be the thing.
Half fish, half hedgehog.
The manta ray doesn't look that bad for a manta ray, actually.
Yeah, honestly, I thought they would do really terribly for the character design. Because how could you make a fish be a person and have it be that good? Though they have those
Yeah.
those fish people in Zelda, don't they? But though they're not,
The
they
Zoras.
look different depending on the game. Half the time they do not look like fish at all. Do they?
I remember the most recent example of a Zelda game I've played, Twilight Princess.
Yeah. What do they look like in,
They're
in that one?
like actual humans.
So they're just
and then
okay.
they look like humans, but with like fish parts.
Okay. Is that the one
And
where they're
then-
like bright white almost? They have alien eyes.
Not really. They have a kind of human faces, sort of.
Okay. You know what?
But then in like Breath of the Wild, they look like fucking shark people.
Yeah, I feel like that's probably my favorite sort of design thing for them. Cause
Yeah.
it's more fish stuff. Because in most of the other games, it's like, all right, if you were to take a person and have them be in water for tens of thousands of years, what would they look like? And in this one, it's like if a fish had a person sticking out of it. I find that more entertaining of a thing. I think it's a better
Yeah.
design thing overall. It's quite funny.
But my favorite designs forever will be the Gorons. Right? They're thick as fuck.
Yeah, the like boulder
They
boys.
call you brother.
They're really good, and you
And
know
then
what? I think
they turn
Nintendo would
into
agree
wolves.
with you because as much as they've changed the Zora fish people, they have not really changed the Gorons, have they? They've always just been the
No.
little wide boys, which are made of rocks sometimes,
Yeah.
sort of. They have like rocks on them.
I think the Gorons designs just are that good where like you don't have to worry about
you don't
it.
have to change it.
Like hell, even the Koroks, whatever,
What are those guys again?
are like different.
Koroks? I don't remember. Are those the like plant
Koroks.
things? Plant people?
Yeah.
They say, "Ya ha ha, you found me." Yeah,
Yeah.
those guys.
They changed them before,
Yeah.
from what I remember.
Man, Breath of the Wild. Recently I was thinking, Breath of the Wild. I remember that game. I want to play that game, but I don't have my Switch anywhere on me at all. So I caved and bought this rip-off game of Breath of the Wild that I've been playing recently, Genshin Impact. I am not an anime man. I haven't watched any anime, or played no anime games,
Yeah.
except for this one just now. Honestly.
Was it because I've been streaming it? Is that why you got?
Have you
interested?
been Genshin Impact? Or
Yeah, I actually streamed it for a little bit on my stream, but I haven't played it recently just because, I don't know. I
if you
just
don't feel like playing a game, then you don't feel like playing a game.
Yeah, I just haven't been feeling like playing it. You know, like because it's either, games wise, I've recently just been doing Apex because I'm doing an Apex video.
Yeah, all right.
All right, I'm doing an Apex video soon.
I guess no Genshin things then. Oh, such a shame. My
And then,
audacious anime babes.
Yeah, I've been doing Apex. I've been doing I found this other game called Grounded where they like literally just make a game based off like Honey I Shrunk the Kids. You
Oh,
know.
you fight insects in that, don't you?
Um,
It's like big
yeah,
ones.
I like that one.
Yeah. Gotta say though,
And
um,
then
moving back to Genshin Impact, the amount of stuff
yeah,
that is just from Breath of the Wild is just taken from that. It's insane. Just half the things from the game are Breath of the Wild, and the things that I don't really like about the game are not in Breath of the Wild. So it does show that I just want to play Breath of the Wild, but I can't. Um, but it's so much stuff because they have the climbing, they have a lot of the enemies are very similar. Like they have those like lizard guys, which are almost the same. Those pig people, which are not quite the same, but pretty much the same. The elements, that's actually a cool feature of that game, which is entirely different.
yeah. I actually really like the element
Yeah,
system,
it's quite nice.
um,
'Cause, mhm.
because you don't really see that a lot in games. Like it's been done before, but you don't see it a
Yeah,
lot.
I mean,
You
when I
know?
think of elements in games, I think Pokemon, and that those elements are like
Yeah.
sort of lame because it's just I have a fire type, you have a water type, I die.
I win.
Yeah, and in this, they interact with each other a lot more. So if your guy's wet and he gets
Yeah.
electrocuted, it's way worse. I guess I've seen that in like the game
Mm.
Magica too, but that game is old, and who cares?
And old.
Old things are bad by nature. Um, but yeah, there's
Yeah.
stuff like that, and wind, especially which your main character is, combos with fucking everything almost. You can throw a lightning tornado at a guy, which is cool. That's a good feature.
Yeah.
Also, recently I've done the multiplayer thing in it because you can do that. That's part of the reason why I got it is because I thought, oh, multiplayer, I can play this with people and it would be good. You have to get to like rank 16 for no reason?
Yeah,
Why?
that took me
Why
two
did they
days.
do that? Because what I originally wanted to do was have essentially a Breath of the Wild experience, but slightly worse
Yeah.
and also multiplayer. That's the dream. Because I had four people, including myself, where I was like, okay, we could all do this, and then it would be good because it's a four-person party and it's great. But it, they have to get to not level, rank, or whatever, 16. That takes ages. Why would you put like a wall of gameplay before you could do a multiplayer thing?
I think I've noticed that a lot in gotcha games
I see.
where a good gotcha game that I play is Dokkan, Dragon Ball Z
All
Dokkan
right.
Battle, and
Is there a
one of the
multiplayer
main
that's locked? Okay,
features,
yeah. Is there a
huh?
multiplayer thing that's locked in that one, or is it just locking some other
No, it's
feature?
a different feature.
Okay.
Um, one of the main features is called like the hidden potential
All right.
system, right? And that pretty much, uh, you know how like you had like ruins and like perks in the
Yeah,
game.
yeah.
That's kind of how it is. Pretty much like it allows characters who you've awoken,
Mm-hmm.
right? You give them stat boosts. So let's say this character, I'm gonna get an extra 5,000 attack, HP, and
All right.
defense. Not only that, but now I can put in like additional attacks or maybe crits and stuff like that,
Hmm.
and I have a chance of getting that now, right?
Yeah.
If the character doesn't have that. But one of the main things, and I didn't have to worry about it because I had played the game so long that it didn't
Okay.
matter. But when it came out, you had to be ranked 50,
50.
right? Yeah.
That is a higher number than 15. That is ages along.
Mind you, there's ways to level up in the game a lot more faster
Okay, well
now,
that's good.
nowadays. But back when it came out, new players would be just locked out of a essential feature for the
That is
game.
so bizarre because
You know?
you would think like in a game, you would want all things you could do in the game to be immediately available. So then people would be like, "Yeah, I want to play this game because there's a bunch of stuff I can do in it." And I mean, I understand like
Yeah.
sort of games where it's like, oh, you have to pay to get this sort of feature thing, but in like a thing like Genshin, it's not like a paywall you have to go through. It's just you have to play until you're rank 16, and I don't think you can.
I think the reason
Yeah,
why
what do you think?
developers do
All right.
this is because they know you want to play multiplayer, right?
Yeah.
But they know maybe after that session you might just not like the game, right?
Okay.
And then you uninstall it.
I guess that is true.
But if they keep you there for a little bit longer, you might start liking the game, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so once you get to multiplayer, you're gonna like the game a lot more, and then you're gonna stay, and then you're gonna start buying
So
stuff.
you're sort of getting invested in it. I see what you mean, where it's you spent enough time in the game to where, you're not just gonna throw it away after you're done with your multiplayer session thing.
Cause you know what's funny is I've put 5 years into Dokkan.
Mm-hmm.
I got it back when it first came out, back in, actually it'd be 6. It's my bad, 6
All
years. I got it back in September of 2015, right?
Yeah.
So about a couple, 3 months after it came out. I was so invested in the game year one, right?
Yeah.
I had spent a lot of stones and stuff like that from grinding the game, that when I lost my account, I could have given up.
But you came back.
But I emailed the fucking company. I was like, hey, I lost my account.
There we go.
A month later.
You got it back.
And I got it back. And I haven't thrown the game ever since, because I've put so much time into my account that if I threw it away, I feel like I'd be wasting years and money. Because I think at this point I've put about 1K into it.
This is why I guess there are so many of those sort of gacha style games. Is people do put money in. It's sort of built for that, though, isn't it?
Yeah, but my thing is with this game is that this was over 6 years that I put $1,000.
Still,
You
it is
know?
$1,000. That is
Yeah.
But for
I
6
wouldn't.
years,
And that's me highballing
Yeah.
it. I think me lowballing it would be somewhere around $500.
okay.
You know.
Yeah.
But still, that's a lot of money. And you know,
Mm-hmm.
some people would say that's kind of dumb. To me, it's like, yeah, it is. I know it is, but I really wanted that Super Saiyan 2 Gohan.
Yeah,
Okay,
money is sort of worth.
I really wanted him.
Things are gonna be worth what you get out of them, I guess. Where the same sort of time, because you spend money for more enjoyment of the game, sort of, right? So you could, for example, spend money just getting ramen noodles for all your life, and that would be the cheapest way. You would save the most money and have the most money, but you're not getting any sort of flavor, I suppose. So
I think the way I see it is that, my dad likes to go to the casino.
Yeah.
All right.
gambling.
Gambles money. Sometimes wins, most of the time loses.
Yeah, that's how casinos work, I suppose.
But I go for Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, and I get Super Saiyan 2 Gohan.
Yeah, it's gambling, but
I
you
take
always
the W, so.
win. Yes.
Yeah. But I think the times I have spent money on the game is the times that that fucking, oh fuck, I'm lucky right now kind of moment comes in. You know?
Yeah.
But yeah, Genshin to me, going back to our original topic, because I streamed it for a couple of weeks.
All right.
I haven't streamed it since. I am planning on going back to it, but my schedule for streaming is kind of full right now. We're currently, I have Apex.
Yep.
I have Apex. I also have my Nuzlocke. I need to go back to them.
I see. So it's sort of a busy-ish schedule thing there.
I'm going back to my Nuzlocke because I've been holding back on it because The people I was making content with for those Nuzlocks, I'm not talking to them
Oh, I
currently,
see.
right? So I kind of just didn't want to do with them anymore
Secret
because I
drama.
just felt like
Alright, yeah.
I feel like weird about it. But I'm going back to
Hmm.
that. And then besides those two things, I want to start streaming Xenoblade Chronicles, the remake for it.
Okay.
Um, because quick little insert, little advertising.
Hmm.
I'm actually gonna be making a video about it.
Ah, the Xenoblade
Right.
Chronicles. All I know
So
about Xenoblade is you have the guy Shulk in Smash Bros. He
yeah,
says box
yeah,
slosh, and that's his move he does. That's the one
yeah,
move he does in the game.
yeah. He does it.
Box slosh,
Yeah,
and that's it.
the box losh.
That's my experience with
Yeah.
Xenoblade right
So
there.
so yeah, I've been into the series for about like since 2014,
Aye.
2013, and I never really had a place to play it until I got on the 3DS. But now that I actually have a computer that I can make content with,
Yeah.
I feel like I want to revisit the series
All right.
with the remake because it came out last year. I actually started streaming it, but then I just like
Yeah.
stopped, you know?
See what you mean.
Um, so I'm gonna go revisit that, and then with all of that,
Hmm.
you know, I have my other just like streams where I hang out with Geo, who's one of my
Yeah,
streaming
I
friends,
see.
and
Geode.
yeah, we
A
do
rock.
Geo Boy Vivo,
All right.
but yeah, but for the time that I played Genshin, I had fun with it. I think my biggest gripe with it,
Hmm.
honestly, is the fucking ranking up system. God, that's just asinine for me,
Aye.
you know?
Yeah.
Like, I can do quests, that's cool and all, but like, oh my god, getting the fucking geodes, whatever the fuck they are, the fucking homunculuses,
Hmm.
homunculi or something,
I don't remember that.
the little blue orbs,
Oh, yeah, those things. Yeah, where
gemunculus or
you
whatever,
the things
geolunculus,
where you
whatever.
increase your stamina by like 2 points when you collect 8 of them or something.
Yeah,
Those things.
yeah, I hated looking
Yeah,
for those
it sucks.
because I want to up my stamina
Yeah.
and rank up,
Mm. But
but they're so fucking hard to find, and then
with 12, they're
I have to
always
go.
like floating in the air, so you have to jump up some massive cliff and then drop down.
Yeah.
That's like, I feel like, because they have a thing where if you look at them, it shows where they are on the map. They should have that, but it's permanent because it fades away when you're not looking at them, so you can't actually tell where they are
Oh no no
map-wise.
no! I feel like they should,
I feel like that should be a
like,
thing.
if they don't want to have that, that's cool. But at least have a little X on the screen
Mm.
or something that shows that I already
Oh
got the Geunculus
yeah,
there. Because guess what? I had to go to a third party
and then
map.
look at where those things are and where you've already been.
Yeah, and then every time pinpoint the fucking place where it is. Make sure I say I've got it already
Mm.
so that I know what I have left. And then I didn't even know about that, so I had like 8 or like 9 of
Yeah,
them that I didn't know where I had the general sense where they were, but I had X'd out some of those that I hadn't gone already, you
yeah. They
know?
should definitely mark it on the map
So it was
because
a confusing
it's
mess.
stupid as hell. Because you just have to run around and
And
hopefully you'll
even
stumble across one.
and even with all of that,
Mm.
right? Even with all of that, I exit out of that website, and I don't know if it's gonna save my progress. So I'm dicks out for
Yeah,
that.
damn, it's a bit fucked. All
So
right, I think
I don't like the Geunculus
we're
system.
approaching
I hate
two
it.
hours here. So unless you have some sort of other
Yeah.
thing you'd want to mention, I could do the famous Florida thing everyone loves. So good.
Oh, I want to mention one last
Oh
thing.
yeah.
Kevin.
Oh
Kevin came back to our last video.
yeah. Our national hero. We should build a giant gold statue of him, put in a place that makes sense rather than a dead
Oh
open
yeah.
field. 'Cause he's my personal hero. You know, after all that slander we talked, he came back like the Lord himself, and I don't remember what
Yeah,
he
he
said.
actually commented on my video on the
Yeah,
video.
he's a glorious
Uh,
man.
we'll pull it up right here.
Yeah. Do you?
So he was saying that he didn't know that this wasn't the first time the his genuine opinion was it being a fucking copy pasta.
I want
You know?
I want Kevin on here actually. Kevin, you know what we should do? All right, here's an idea. I put in the thing. I'll do contact us, email, bam, do that. And then Kevin or whoever,
Email
anyone,
us.
if you want to if you want to be a cool guest guy, I think that'd be good.
Yeah,
Ke-
Kevin.
Only
Only Kevin
Kevin,
though.
you're the only one allowed. If you're not Kevin, you might be allowed for
Get the
fun.
hell out of here.
Why not, eh? I think that could be
Yeah.
that's the new best way of getting guests is literally just email us. Email us your Discord. Kevin, please. Please show up.
Please,
We need you,
Kevin.
Kevin.
For the love of God,
What a guy.
Kevin, please come
What a
back to us.
trooper.
What a trooper.
He's the best man. Be the best
Oh,
man
yeah?
at our wedding. Okay, yes, Kevin.
That's it.
Okay. Epic segment is happening right now. Boop, 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 boop.
Okay.
Oh, you hear that? It's the news from Florida. Wow.
Oh my God. Damn
Yep.
it.
It's time for. You ready for this? I have a name. Florida
Okay.
or false Florida or false Rida. That's what I went with. That's what it's gonna be. Okay. So I have two stories here. One of them is fake, obviously. But
Yep.
here I'm gonna read them for you. Both Florida headlines. One's not real. Florida man steals excavator, attacks own son for drug money. That is one of them.
I feel like that one's just real.
It does seem quite real. I mean, though at the same time, you haven't heard the second one. I think they both sound quite real. But I mean, we'll see what you think. Florida man accused of dumping 70 gallons of feces on road in Punta Gorda. So that's actually a location in Florida. So there's two options here. It's either it's real because it mentions Punta Gorda, or a road within it, or I did some homework and looked up one of the regions in Florida. So, there's that.
Or you looked it up while we were starting the podcast.
Maybe. But so one of these things is fake.
I
One's
feel
real.
like the first one.
Is which
I-
one?
I'm just
is
gonna
the real
say
one or the
straight up
fake
first
one?
Real
Okay.
one.
The truth is, the first one is the fake one. You fell for my trap.
Damn it.
I don't know any place called Punta Gorda.
Okay, it's because here's
yeah.
my reasoning. You were specifically just talking a little bit about like Punta Gorda the whole time, and I'm like, man, this dude's like trying hard for me to go
Going
for
for
the
the second one, yeah. But surprise, it was the excavator thing. I had excavators on the mind. Before I was about to mention an excavator, but I didn't. That thing where I mentioned a tree chopping machine, picking up a tree and using it as a wand?
Yeah.
I almost said excavator, but then that would put that on your mind, and you would think I made that one up. So I didn't. There we go. I'm thinking ahead. Long-term strategy. But yeah.
I even forgot. I'm not gonna lie to you. I forgot about the tree chopping
Okay,
machine.
good.
So either way, you would
I
have gotten
probably
away
would've
with
gotten
it.
away with it. But yeah, apparently Florida man dumped 70 gallons of feces on a road in Punta Gorda.
That
That's a
sounds
lot.
like the fucking plot for The Simpsons, except you don't put the feces in
Mhm.
the road, but it was the fucking
The lake.
water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, I feel that Simpsons movie where they put a big dome over Springfield. Do that with Florida. That would
Yeah.
protect them from the water and protect us from them. So
No, that would just kill them.
yeah, so, yeah, good. Yeah, I don't see the
That would just kill them because the moment the water starts like sinking them,
Yeah.
right? Like
they'd be safe.
there's no way they'll be able to get
Well,
out. It'll be just
It
like
would
a
be a big
fishbowl.
dome, right? I mean, the water level's only going to rise like a few tens of feet, maybe like 100. If it's like a
Yeah,
dome,
but there's no more land besides Florida.
yeah, I mean, it would sort of suck for the rest
There's
of
no
us.
land around
yeah,
that.
we would increase the the amount that the other things of water level would rise, but not by that
The way
much.
the people would have to get out is using a submarine to go under the dome.
sea. Yeah. Well, the dome would. I feel like there could be a hole in the top of the dome, and then that's how you get out through a helicopter. Or
Yeah,
no one
but
gets
no
out.
one.
Not
But
allowed.
remember them in the movie, the dome was like
Oh yeah, they went through like a
big. They
sandbox.
wouldn't. They couldn't reach it. But this one's gonna be bigger since it's
All of
covering all of Florida.
Yeah. It's a big dome. Right, I think it's well worth it. Disney, they're probably gonna do that. Because they have Disney World down there. So just make a big dome all over Florida, save it, and save
A
us.
whole aerial. Whole Finding Nemo Disney World theme.
Yeah. Once Florida floods,
That would be-
every ride at Disney World is gonna be Finding Nemo based. That's good. Okay, well, I guess that's it, right?
Alright.
It's the end.
Yeah, that's it for me. I'm so fucking confused right now. I'm not gonna lie to you.
What do you mean?
Just the whole, oh, haha, the dome is fucking me up right now. But, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for us. This has been the Keyframes podcast.
3.
And, yeah, I'm done. Alright, bye.